Hey guys, it's Dr. Jamie Adams from Covington Family Chiropractic, and I want to talk about infants and babies for a minute. You know, when I meet new friends every single day in our office, a lot of people don't realize that you can and should bring your children and infants to a chiropractor. And the youngest baby that I've had the absolute honor of adjusting in this office has been only 1 day old. And it's just so amazing to watch our children begin their life out day one down that proper pathway to health. And so most commonly people come to a chiropractor because of surface aches and pains, low back pain, neck pain, headache. Well, obviously a 1 day old baby is likely not going to have those things. So why bring your child to a chiropractor, especially at that young? Well, a lot of times parents understand the benefits, again, of starting off day one on that proper and perfect path to 100% health and wellness. But sometimes we do meet infants and newborns that are really struggling with their health. Some of the main reasons that we see infants and newborns and babies in our office are for things like colic, babies that can't fill their diaper the way they should, babies that are having problems latching and are not able to reach their milestones, babies that are having a failure to thrive situation, babies that don't like to ride in a car seat, that don't like to lay flat on their back. All of those things could indicate that your child's nervous system is not functioning well. Now remember, our nervous system is what controls every single function in our body, right? Our brain controls everything. Our brain sits here. Our brain sends messages down the spinal cord and then out all of those yellow nerves to every single organ, tissue, muscle, cell, extremity in our body. Now, typically when we adjust infants, we find a very specific subluxation in a very specific part of the spine. And that very specific part is this very top bone of the neck here, that first cervical vertebrae. We call that bone the atlas bone. Now, this bone is so very important, not only for you and I, but also for our infants, because this bone covers and protects your brainstem. Remember back to science class what our brainstem does and how amazing and incredible it is. It controls all of our resting and digesting functions. So what happens when this top bone becomes misaligned or shifted, or we get a subluxation in that bone, is it puts pressure on that brainstem. And now our resting and digesting functions are interrupted. So if you think about a baby that can't rest very well at night or can't digest their food properly, that can lead to things like colic, and things such as baby being very fussy when they're laying flat on their back, can lead to a child not meeting their milestones because, again, the brain is not able to send the messages to the body for the baby to develop properly. All of those things could be a result of that. And so what we do as chiropractors, we are highly trained, and in this office we are all 100% certified to be able to take great care of not only our pregnant moms, but also newborns and babies and infants and children as well. So we find these areas of the spine where that bone is subluxated, like I mentioned, usually here at that very top bone, and we gently remove those misalignments. How do we do that in children? It's very easy, it's very specific, it's very gentle. We'll be happy to address those concerns with you. Now, one last thing you may be wondering, well, how in the world does my 1 day old baby get a subluxation or misalignment in their spine? A lot of times that can come through the birthing process. It can be one of the most traumatic things that our children and us as moms can ever go through. And so that's why most commonly we find that misalignment there. So we'd love to sit down, have a conversation with you about any concerns that you might have with yourself or with your infant, and let you know if chiropractic may be a good fit for you and your family. We look forward to talking with you soon. Have a wonderful day.